Today's video is about Tarik new video, Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth is a how-to video about making art with kittens. It starts off with Tarik being canceled and not allowed to speak after he'd been in dozens of films with Kirak shooting his mouth off. But the poor guy is being victimized and shut down.
First, there was the silencing.
Dat wat er met Sid gebeurt misschien een vorm van seksueel geweld is, omdat Sid zijn toestemming introk gedurende de film. Dat zien we ook.
Dat is een ander onderwerp, maar...
Nee, ik kom ergens op terug. Dat mag wel. Ja, het is dus duidelijk dat Sid die film volledig heeft gekeken, want hij heeft een filmpje ingestuurd dat daarover ging. En hij heeft dus bewust meegedaan aan een project waar hij dus... Ik mag ook eventjes uit.
Nou, dat weet ik niet.
Maar ik wil het even over dit punt hebben. Is dat ook goed? Als ik niet zin in een ander punt. Dank u wel, meneer.
Then they just threw him out.
Ja, doet u de deur maar dicht. En ook niet meer open graag.
Jafar, his exclusion from the art world was mortifying.
It's a racist thing.
The way they kept tearing open his wounds.
So much discrimination.
You know that Tarik he's doing really important things for the art world.
His artistic war. His struggle with the powers that hold their command over the arts.
How will Tarik defeat the evil art world? With the ultimate weapon, kittens.
We are always looking for kittens. We will find them anywhere. You have to send money.
Hey, Tarik. We need more kittens to go with us to all the countries in the world we're starting in.
Leipzig. And if you want to make money for us as a kitten, that's fine. If you want to send money so we can show you more of the kittens. After you became a kitten.
I was a kitten.
A very good kitten. We always care about our kittens.
The kittens.
You should know that we always will protect our kittens. You're a very safe kitten. Next event is in Leipzig. We're going to Leipzig. We're coming with the kittens we already have.
The Academy of Fine Arts in Leipzig, home base for the art hall and epicenter of political correctness and mediocre art.
Let me tell this important story in my own words. The problem started 5 months ago, and I wrote a letter. The unsafe house is unsafe for the Leipzig Art Academy. Now gloriously rejected by the Academy, how has the unsafe house attained its enviable status of international art rebel?
We're going to destroy the institutions. We're going to get rid of the art world as we know it.
More importantly, can the unsafe house maintain that status, and how did we get here? Formerly the star of Kirak, Tarik Saduma's relation with Kirak's founder, Stefan Ruytenbeck, was ruptured in a 2023 dispute over the group's connection with French literary superstar Michel Houellebecq, which developed into an international sex scandal. Houellebecq brought legal action against Kirak, seeking damages in the hundreds of thousands of euros, but in a dramatic reversal was condemned to pay Ruytenbeck 2,000 euros. Houellebecq then published a book calling Kirak a particularly modern form of evil. After 3 years of work, Ruytenbeck says the Houellebecq film will be released soon. Saduma's monumental portrait of Houellebecq as a revolting degenerate, which was to have been featured in the film as originally conceived, is prominently displayed in the Unsafe House, which Saduma founded after fleeing Kirak amid this cultural tumult. The Unsafe House has maintained Saduma's star status thanks to a Kirak-style strategy of philosophical and artistic provocation spiced with soft pornography and edgy politics. Both Ruytenbeck and Saduma cultivate relations with Curtis Yarvin, who is not only a political philosopher, but a poet. And Yarvin has urged his patron, Peter Thiel, to bankroll projects by both Kirak and the Unsafe House. From the beginning, however, the Unsafe House has specialized in rowdy and comical auto presentation. Their 2024 U.S. Election Night special, for example, featured both Yarvin reciting his poetry and my impersonation of Saduma's Muslim alter ego, Jafar el-Hazred.
As if this weak-minded woman does not realize that ever since Cain and Abel, murder, slaughter, and killing has been the way of the world, and it will always be the way of the world. And now I will show to you what will happen with this election. What will happen is this. the black woman will suck orange dick.
The Unsafe House also presents AI-generated horror featuring Sodoma and his GF, Dr. Ruth Spetter, and live streams and clips of young women working on art projects or spreading their thighs to present barely concealed pudenda or wiggling their breasts. The Unsafe House has integrated comedian Sina Khani and his Creeps from the Middle East series, of which I was art director. In 2025, Sodoma and Yarvin plotted to wow the Venice Biennale through control of the American delegation with a large canvas of Rape of Europa, which I agreed to paint for $100,000. They took their scheme to New York and Washington, D.C., but it never got off the ground. Given this multifarious and contradictory background, what, we wonder, is the nature of the event the Unsafe House was to present at the Leipzig Academy? Little Calico, what do you think Tarik was going to do with the Leipzig Art Academy? Huh? What do you think? Whatever it is, the Leipzig Academy objected to it in a recent letter. We may also wonder in what way this art academy is an academy.
It is a bullshit academy.
Or how it is connected to art. The Leipzig Academy letter nowhere qualifies the Unsafe House event as art. The Leipzig Art Academy was founded in 1764, 25 years before the French Revolution. One can only wonder what those people would think of what's going on today. Of the Academy's 600 students, 70 signed the letter, written anonymously. This situation parallels Kerouac's 2022 film, Under a Sinking Sun, starring Sodoma, about which I made a video, Kerouac 24, available on the Kerouac site or my Odyssey channel, Paul Talk. In that film, the Rietveld Academy in Amsterdam first invited Kerouac and then opposed the invitation, exactly as the Leipzig Academy has done with the Unsafe House. As it turned out, the Rietveld Academy relented and Kerouac was allowed to present its event. If this scenario plays out the same way in the present case, despite the letter, the Unsafe House will be allowed to present its event, and the academicians will declare it less interesting than something else. We're 5 months later, so we're going to find out if, after all, the Unsafe House was able to go to Leipzig and what happened. As for the letter, it exclusively and numbingly deals with politics. Art is evoked only as the aesthetic context in which the Unsafe House cloaks its neo-fascism. The letter calls the Unsafe House right-wing, reactionary, anti-democratic, nationalist, imperialist, and elitist. Complains of its problematic alliances with Yarvin, Thiel, Land, Assad, and the Russian Federation, and denounces the proposed event as authoritarian content in a postmodern guise. Since the letter accuses the Unsafe House of breaking cultural and political taboos, its authors and signatories position themselves as custodians and judges of culture and politics. To that extent, the Leipzig Academy deserves to be called an academy. But what about art? Whatever relation the Leipzig Academy may or may not have to art, I am confident it will follow the example set in Amsterdam. It will allow the Unsafe House event to proceed and then call it uninteresting, run-of-the-mill, or banal. In a word, safe. Such normalization would be a disaster for the art rebel status of the Unsafe House. But since the academies are comfortable with silly, fake, and stupid art, along with pornography and even and especially neo-fascism, abundantly demonstrated on campuses since October 7th, to ensure exclusion is a simple matter. Do what they don't like. What don't art academies like? They don't like pretty paintings. Since Sodoma, like I myself, is admirably capable of painting pretty paintings with pink, lavender, and light blue, I feel sure the growing countercultural reputation of the Unsafe House is safe. As it turns out, they did go to Leipzig. So, how did it work out?
Overall, we had a great time in Leipzig.
I had a good experience. They did their thing. And all we can do now is worry about whether that's going to dampen their reputation as international art rebels. So, what happened next?
With Leipzig in the background, we went to the Basel Art Fair with none other than Curtis Yarvin.
The end of Germanic values.
The only problem with that is that I never got my $100,000, and they didn't take my painting to Basel. Anyway, then they went to New York, and there they met a star that far surpasses Welbeck or Yarvin. Everybody knows her name, and here's what happened.
And today we gals know how to keep our full figures looking pretty.
Can my friend hold your boobs?
I want a bra.
Boobs.
Boobs?
Boobs. Can my friend hold your boobs?
I have my top on. Why are
Can
you
I
asking?
see boobs? Can I see boobs?
I want a bra.
That may be the most important art piece to come out of this whole adventure.
And to build our own utopia of art, we needed to colonize the ruins of the old art worlds.
This is certainly the most beautiful shot in this very beautiful film. Ruth is so vigorous and youthful and dashing and glamorous. And it just shows you with what spirit they're going to colonize the ruins of the old art world.